is I, Republic Studs, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Clone Trooper Base. I'm very happy to bring this back in the new studio, in the new series. So basically, some stuff that's happened. It's been, I want to even say almost a month since the last installment, which is insane, and I'm super sorry. I just haven't been getting any pieces, and I don't want to, have nothing to do. So basically we're going over some stuff, like we're going to be cleaning it up. There's some structural stuff with the base that I go over a bit, mainly because when I was moving it I had to separate it into 6 separate base plates. The main structure stayed intact, and I had to rework it a bit, which was a bit much. And we also cleaned it up. We discussed some weird changes with the clone army, just how it's going to be phase 2, all that sort of stuff, and some future plans. And also there is a new room that's basically opened up. I've decided to get rid of a certain room, which we will find out now. And I need your ideas for what I can make that room into, because I am very curious to see what that is. And other than that, we also get some nice additions, such as the 1 stud 1 walkers, which you can pick up at 1 stud 1 if you use code RStuds, which is very cool. But yeah, so yeah, let's just get into it. Hello everyone. So, we're here with the clone base. It's been a while, I know. I'm still waiting on a huge Lego order. I spent like $70 on it, obviously, as I talked about. And sadly, it still doesn't come. Supposedly, they take a long time. But yeah. So, as I talked about in the beginning, I had to take the mock down to the new Lego room. It's very epic. And yeah. So, it's a mess, to put it nicely. It is an absolute, sheer, unequivocal mess. And I think that we need to clean it up a bit, because you can't work in a messy environment like this with 2 billion clones lying around and all this other stuff. But we also have been making some additions that I will be talking about that they sort of broke in the bit of the moving it downstairs. I moved down base plate by base plate. Yeah, so I have to clean this all off. Oh, this is a sticker. It's a really big mess. It's uncalled for. But we got a lot done, and I will get back to you all when I've worked on it a bit. Look, it's the boys. We haven't seen them in a while. We got Commander Grinch, of course, Gary, Public Studs, you see him all the time, and Boomer Productions, or Boomer. And yeah, so we got the army, and you might be like, Studs, where are the Phase 2 boys? Long story short, I sold the helmets. I'll get into that a bit on the next Clone Army building video. But yeah, also really quick, I want to give a huge thank you to LCW Productions for making that incredible intro. Super grateful. But yeah, I forgot to do that earlier, so definitely want to do that now. Also get the Phase 1 boys. They're not going on this mock, sadly, because this is a Phase 2 mock. That was one of the bigger complaints of my last one. And yeah, so I have some Jedi here. I'm still deciding which ones I want to do. I want to have Jedi Bob. I'm waiting to get the head in. And I'm going to have some cool Jedi. I might have... I don't want to... a lot of the 501st is here, so we'll have Anakin and Ahsoka. 12th is here too, so we'll have a Obi-Wan here as well. So those are going to be the main Jedi here. We might have, since those are most of the character cast, maybe we'll have Kit Fisto, because I like Kit Fisto. Speaking of, I just got a message from that guy. Cool. So yeah, so here was the main thing I was working on. This was the main thing I was working on when I was gone. I'll go over some other stuff. And yes, I know it's still a mess. I'm working on it. But we got the armory. I was able to gather enough pieces to at least format it completely. I'm still waiting on some. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it like that, because that's dumb. But yeah, so we got a lot of nice stuff. I'm going to hopefully get enough pieces eventually to line this all up. But basically with the plans, I'm going to put some crates back here. We're going to have some stuff down the center, potentially. All that good stuff. This is temporary. This isn't supposed to be here. And yeah, and I was also thinking maybe if we could try to put the helmets on the back. That was an idea I've seen and I like, but I don't know if I could afford that many Phase 2 helmets. Yeah. But I could try something like that. And well, I mean, I have a barrack, so I could put some helmets in there. Should be epic. Well, we're going to be averaging about, let me get a helmet. Hard case. Glad you volunteered. And his head came out. So we're going to be a helmet per 2 things. Or we could do the thing with the weapons. I'm not 100% sure. Tell me what you guys think about that below. And also, I was working in the office. I did some cool stuff. So this is Thrawn, because he is the one who runs the space. Jeez, that needs to be fixed immediately. I'm going to get on that. But yeah, so he's this is his little office. He got 2 little chairs. This was from Palpatine's arrest set. I just like the desk. over there, we got a little display case for one of my first Captain Rex helmets, like clones things that I always used to use. And I know it's fake Lego, but I still like it. And then there's a stud shooter in here because of my hatred of stud shooters. And then here I put a thing. These are display cases, like because Thrawn is like a collector. And I put a grenade on it. Maybe it means something. I don't know. Maybe, tell me. I want to figure out what I could put there, but it needs to fit within that space. Maybe a lightsaber. That could be cool. Moving on from that, we have over here some very epic stuff. I haven't been able to work on it too much, but I started formatting the command room. I also did this little thing. I believe that I did that. I didn't do that last episode. But yeah, I like this a lot. It's inspired based off the Clone Wars Season 7 Anaxis base. This is basically what I want to make it in here. And then we're going to have some like panels over here. I'm going to order a bunch of these and we're going to have them lined up. And it's going to be great. Sadly, I'm really low on these panel pieces, and I don't want to start picking off of all my sets because I don't have too many of them. So yeah. In other news, I decided to like maybe make the medical room. I'm debating even having one. We could just say they have some medical frigate in the sky, and we make this room something else. Because like you don't exactly need a medical room, considering it's going to be a battle, but like. They have a medical frigate in the sky. So, what do you guys think this room should be? Should, like, we extend the barracks? Actually, no, I don't want to do that. But, what should we make this room into? Because I want to make it into something cool and epic. And also, we got these cool little 2 doorways. I need to level them down because I'm running, low on pieces as per the usual fix. Gotta lower that down a bit. But, it's looking pretty cool. Obviously this isn't going to stay here. This is from Vader's castle. So what do you guys want this room to be? Because it's not going to be a medical bay, I've decided. And yeah. So I think the thing that I'm personally concerned about right now... Ooh, that is no bueno. Yeah, the base is having a weird thing where it's like having some like stuff in the middle. And I'm having a hard time sticking together for some reason. I think the thing I'm most worried about is over here. Not because it's a mess, but because I want to make it into the cafeteria, but I don't know if I could fit that. Like, that's a lot to fit into an area. And the other thing I'm still having a bit of difficulty with, I'm going to try to get some consulting on it from, like, other builders, is how to do the, this defense. Because I want to make it look good. I want the exterior to look better. I really want to redo these walls or something. Just because, like, I don't know, it feels too plain for me, in a sense. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. Like, it feels kind of boxy. There's not as much detail in the wall. Unfortunately. And again, this mock is going to take a long time. It's going to be a little... I'm sorry about the infrequency of this series, but it takes forever to get parts in and everything. Mock builders will understand what it's like, I guess. Do these large-scale mocks. But yeah, what I'm most worried about is by far the cafeteria area, because you have to have one. It's just a must. But I don't know how to execute it, and I'm going to try to get some help from other builders, but just in this space, I feel like that's not enough to get, like, at least 2 tables, which I think would be appropriate, maybe, like, lining up from here, here, and here, because I don't want to have them, like, right in front of the door either, because, like, people need to walk in, and to just have cafeteria tables right there, it's like, yeah, and other than that, we're going to have, like, a little, like, bar thing here for them to have their drinks and applesauce and whatever Commander Grinch likes. And yeah, so, and I'm also, I don't believe I've mentioned this yet, but these are going to be the walkers that are for the base, and hopefully I'll be getting in a gunship soon. That'll be cool to look on the base. But these are the walker boys. We get these cute little walkers. I like them a lot. They're like more like someone actually brought up a really good point in one of the comment section of when I did this video. They look like something that would be on like a Venator, like manage and lift stuff. And I actually really thought that was smart, like to pull stuff around. And I like that a lot. That is a very good thing from One Stud One. So check them out. Use code RStuds. Link in the description. That's a very good point, and I really like it. So we could like maybe carry around some crates. Let me get some of those. Okay, here it is. So it would be like cool. You'd have like this guy running around with the thing. Obviously not like that. We'd have something better piece. But it would be cool. I really like that idea, and it wasn't even an idea. It was just like oh, it looks like this. Also, I have this walker. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, One Stud One also should be sending me a gunship, hopefully within the next like month or so. So that will be a nice addition to the base, and it did it again. It's pulling. See that? It's like having a weird problem, and I'm gonna try to fix it. Ever since I moved it down here, I had to move it into like 6 different sections, and it's just been like kind of wonky in terms like it's leaning, and I'm gonna try to figure out a structure for that. I still want to lift this a bit higher because it still feels a bit too short for me, for my liking. It needs to be at least 2 bricks higher, so it's gonna be more like up here, 3 bricks higher, so that way it at least feels a bit more, you know, hangar-esque. And then we're gonna have some cool stuff. Hopefully we'll have maybe a Jedi fighter since Anakin's gonna be here, and hopefully 2 like mini Republic ships or something, or tanks. Obviously the TX-130, that will go in there, and everything else that's to be determined. Now, in terms of the terrain, people were like suggesting like I set up like some area in preparation for when I have the droids. And they also wanted to know what planet it is. I was thinking it was some sort of, like, I don't know. Like, I was thinking it was some sort of, like, Tatooine going to it, but I wasn't sure. So what I want you guys to do mainly today is to tell me what planet this is. Maybe it's a Kashyyyk base. Maybe. I don't know. It's a clone base, but it's, like, maybe it's on, like, a beach Kashyyyk front thing. I don't know. But, yeah. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Personally, I like this. But, yeah. I also want to do more of these. But yeah, let's get into the outro.